Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica, and I thought I would do a week ahead reading because I've got the energy, I've got some time, and I wanted to. So I will be using the Tarot of Haunted House and going through the signs Aries to Pisces. I will try to write down all the timestamps and we'll see what comes up for everyone. So I'm going to do situation, challenge, and advice or outcome. And yeah, let's just get started here. Okay. Hi, Christina. I'm doing well. Thank you. I hope you're too. So let's see. Week ahead. And week ahead, I'm recording this on the 25th of September, but whenever you feel drawn to watch the video, that's when you should. And you can watch your sun, your moon, your rising, any other sign you want to watch. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you to everyone who has. And let's begin. What's going on in the week ahead for Aries? Oh, okay. And one more. And let me write down, where are we, 126, shall we say? Cool. Aries. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. Hi, Michelle. So Aries, you're dealing with a situation where either you're not seeing a way forward, you're not seeing the solution, you feel stuck, and you don't know what to do about it. Yeah. Two of Swords in your situation, and so it just repeats itself, right? But it also can be where we're trying to run away from something, or we're trying to hide from something, not make a decision. Yeah, the challenge, the Strength card. The challenge can be a Leo person that you're dealing with, but the challenge is you taking control of the situation and making a decision. Okay, I feel like you're dealing with something, a decision you don't want to make. And in the outcome, we have the Page of Cups. And with the Page of Cups, this is good news. It can be a peace offering. It can be, it's a new beginning, either way, right? So what I'm getting is, for a lot of you, this is a decision that you have to make. It could be choosing an offer, choosing a person, expressing how you feel about something. Thanks for the feedback. And either you're struggling to get the words out, you just don't want to open up, you don't want to have to make a choice, you don't want to have to make a decision, and the challenge is, you know what, there's no one else that's going to do this for you, and until you make this decision, you're going to continue to be stuck. Why? Because you have to make the choice. It has to be you, right? It has to come from you. For those of you where you're waiting for someone else to make a decision, whether it's in romance or with work or anything like that, I feel like the challenge is just to be patient for some of you, to hold your emotions in check. Don't be impulsive. It's just 1 week, right? It looks like you do have good news coming towards the end of the week, but it's important to control your temper, I feel, because you might feel like, I don't know, you might blurt something out. You might feel like pushing someone to make a decision, and I feel like that may cost you, okay? So take whatever scenario applies. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles, you are going to have what you're waiting for. It's just, it needs to happen in its own time. And you being impulsive or pushing something is not going to help the situation. Okay, and for those of you, you're not going to be able to get unstuck until you decide what you give to or who you give to. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. We're going to move on to Taurus. Taurus is 427. I'm going to try to keep these short and to the point because there's more readings I want to do, so I hope that's okay. So let's see what's going on for Taurus in the week ahead, what they need to know. There we go. So the situation is the Page of Swords. The challenge is the Queen of Cups. And in the outcome, you have the Star. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Pentacles. So with the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and the Page of Swords in the situation. There's a conversation that needs to happen, or this is about an offer. It could also be where someone's holding back with the Page of Swords, or someone keeps asking for more information or confirmation. The challenge, we have the Queen of Cups. That could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. It could be someone who is very passive. You're dealing with someone who takes their time. You're dealing with someone who's a little bit wishy-washy. In the outcome, though, we do have the Star, Aquarius energy. So this is wish come true energy, okay? This is getting the yes, getting the approval, getting the green light. So if you're dealing with something when it comes to work or a sale or a purchase, anything like that, right, where it's about the details, and someone keeps asking for more information, and that causes delays and it is frustrating. However, the message here is there's no harm in doing that, okay, especially with Mercury retrograde around the corner where we are in the shadow period. There is going to be back and forth. Expect some back and forth. However, I feel like whatever the situation is, this person is doing it in good faith, just trying to cover all the bases, as it were. And in the outcome, you will see this come together and you will be very happy with the outcome. The Two of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Cups. So I feel like for some of you, this is about a house move, a sale, a purchase, and you want to be able to move and it's just taking forever. But the thing is, there's no harm. It's actually to your benefit to give them all the information they're asking for, even if you have to repeat yourself, even if you have to resend something, is to your benefit, okay? And I'm not seeing this person doing this to be, I don't know, mean or difficult or whatever. I genuinely see someone trying to work to help you, and you will have a very favorable outcome. This could be callbacks, I hear. So if you're in the entertainment industry, I hear callbacks. It's something where someone keeps asking for more information. They keep asking for confirmation. They keep asking for paperwork. They're asking for stuff they've asked for before. And I'm seeing a bit of frustrating energy here, Taurus. But the message is just power through. Just give them what they're asking for. Go through the steps because you will have a very favorable outcome. And the fact that you have to repeat yourself, I feel the cards are telling you that it's a small price to pay to make sure that you get this right. Okay. Yeah. So I'm reading the energy and I'm picking up on that scenario to do with work, to do with money, sales, and purchases. And if it's in love life, you're dealing with someone who's very sensitive, vulnerable maybe. And so they are going to ask you questions. They are going to be inquisitive. But again, I'm not seeing them doing this to be difficult. I'm genuinely seeing them trying to get to know you better, trying to make sure that this is the best decision so that when they say yes to you, it's full, it's wholehearted, and it can go the distance is basically what I'm seeing here. Okay. So let's move on to Gemini. Let's see, 8:30. Gemini. Week ahead for Gemini. What do Geminis need to know about? Hi, Latiria. How you doing? Geminis in the week ahead. What's going on? So we have the Ace of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Devil. Bottom of the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. Speed is a problem, is what I hear. Speed is a problem. So either you're not happy with how fast things are moving. Yeah, look, and Temperance under that. Something's moving very slowly or too slowly for your liking. It's to do with taking action in a situation, having a conversation with the Ace of Swords, speaking the truth, receiving the truth. It could also be paperwork involved. It's to do with a new beginning, right? The challenge, the Three of Cups. So either there's a lot of different parties involved, if it's with work, if it's with business, anything like that, right? And everyone needs to review things in their own time. Everyone needs to work their schedule so that you can have this meeting and so on and so forth. So the challenge is you're dealing with a lot of people. In the outcome, we do have the Devil. I am seeing the Devil as some sort of a contract being signed, some sort of a bond being formed. as in, you're bound to something. I see a lot of money that can be made as a result of this. There's an element of compromise. Hang in there, Lateria, hang in there. Yeah, there's an element of compromise as you're perceiving things, Gemini, because it's like, I want to go. I want to get this done. Yeah, the Six of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune under that. So if it's up to you, this would have been done a long time ago. If it was just you, this would have been done a long time ago, whatever the situation is. The challenge is you have to deal with other people, right? Whether it's a person or a company or, just different parties are involved. In the end, I do see the bond being created, but there's an element of sacrifice that you're perceiving in the sense that I won't be able to get my way. It won't be able to be just what I want it to be when I want it to be. I have to learn to compromise. I have to learn to work with other people and kind of be patient with them. You know what I mean? Because you're very sharp, Gemini. You see the answer from a mile away, and you just kind of, it feels like you have to wait for others to get there. You know what I mean? And that's going to be your challenge. It's a very lucrative situation that I'm looking at. It's just this aspect of learning to kind of slow your roll, make sure that everyone's on the same page and everyone's moving at the same pace when it comes to this type of bond. For those of you, this can be an energy of reconciliation. That's a challenge. Can be that you're thinking of having a conversation and you've been going back and forth. I feel like this has been a long time coming, or you haven't been speaking to this person. You haven't spoken to them. You haven't seen them in a while. There's still a lot of passion there and a lot of chemistry. And I do see a reunion, reconciliation. Three of Cups with the Devil can be just, partying, passionate nights, days, whatever. But again, I get this energy of, are you on the same page? Are you looking for the same thing? Because one of you might be looking for a reconciliation that will last, while the other might just be going with the flow in terms of passion and kind of getting lost in the moment, but they don't really think about long term. Okay, so there's a very honest conversation that needs to be had there, Gemini. Okay. But definitely passionate connections or passionate reconnections are happening there. Okay, let's see. 1240 Cancer. Cancers. What do Cancers need to know in the week ahead? What do Cancers need to know in the week ahead? Okay, we have the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. How does that work? And the Ace of Wands, the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck talks about taking action. I feel like you have worked your way up. Yeah, Two of Swords. You've been in Two of Swords mode for a long time, Cancer, about a situation, and you did not want to take action. You were either waiting for the other person to do or say something, or you were waiting for things to play out themselves, or whatever the case may be. You just did not want to take action with something. And you've come to the conclusion that, you know what, actually, nothing's happening until I do this. Nothing's happening until I take charge of the situation. And I feel like you're feeling more confident, passionate, in control, more comfortable taking charge of the situation is basically what I'm seeing here. The challenge, the Nine of Cups, the challenge for some of you, you're seeing the Nine of Cups as a challenge because you're like, I don't know if I'm going to get my way in this situation. I don't know if I'm going to hear yes with what it is that I'm trying to go for. Okay. In the outcome, we have the Five of Pentacles. I'm going to clarify just because as an outcome, I want to be sure, because the Five of Pentacles can talk about getting a rejection. I have to be honest. It can talk about someone saying, I need more time. It can talk about whatever it is. Even if someone doesn't say no to you, it's not going to be exactly what you want. And that's your challenge. Okay. So let's see. What's this Five of Pentacles? Yeah, the Two of Cups. With the Magician. you're trying to manifest a partnership or a reconciliation. And you've been avoiding this, avoiding having to take action with this for a very long time for fear of rejection. The good news is the love is still there. There's feelings there. There's attraction there. There's a mutual energy there. The challenge for you is having to deal with the fact that you're not going to hear exactly what you want to hear, or it's not going to happen exactly the way you want it to happen or when you want it to happen. Okay, so there's an element of delay there that you're perceiving to be rejection, and it's not. So I want to caution you there, Cancer. Okay, hold your horses is what I hear. Yeah, Page of Cups, the Strength card. Yeah, you have to give someone time to process what you're telling them, because you're like, okay, I'm ready, let's do this. Because you've been avoiding it for so long, it's all that fire that you've been trying to temper is now burning up, right? And you're like, let's do this. But when you approach this person, they're in a different space, right? So they need a minute to kind of process what you're saying. We have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So it's definitely about couple energy, romance here, starting a relationship with someone, or restarting, reconnecting, reconciling with someone. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. See, you've been fighting this. You did not want to have to do this, but it's like it's unavoidable. You've come to the conclusion, okay, it is what it is. I'm going to do this because it's not going away anytime soon, and nothing external to me is happening. I have to take charge, okay? So what I would say is, yeah, go for it. Just be flexible a little bit. Keep an open mind in terms of what feedback you get, okay? What the other person says, the way they say it, the tone, the timing. They may not respond right away to your message, and you're seeing that, oh my God, they're rejecting me, but actually they just didn't see the message, that kind of thing, okay? So just be careful with timing there. If it's to do with your business, if it's to do with going for something in your work, going for something in your personal projects, whatever it is, this is telling you, number one, yes, go for it. That's what you need to be doing. Hi, everyone, Miriam. Hi, everyone, Miriam. Hi, Miriam. I was reading. Hi, everyone. It's definitely something you need to take action with for your highest good. Secondly, keep an open mind. I feel like you're going to get a yes. Things are going to go in your favor. It's not going to be exactly as you planned it. And that's something that you need to keep an open mind with, because it doesn't mean no. It's just, not the way you planned it. That's the only thing I can say. Okay. So just keep an open mind with that. But you have very positive, very favorable potential there. Okay. Let's look at Leo. 18. Let's say 18. What's going on for Leos in the week ahead? Leos in the week ahead. The situation is the Seven of Cups. The challenge is the Page of Pentacles. In the outcome, we have Justice. Bottom of the deck, we have the Death card. So for some of you, what I'm seeing is something that you thought you wanted, or something that was a wish for you, has come to an end, right? Or is coming to an end in the week ahead. And that puts you in a situation of, okay, well, now I have to figure something else out. What are my options? What am I looking at? What am I working with? The challenge is the Page of Pentacles. I feel like, if I'm going to be honest, I feel like you are receiving an offer, Leo, but it's not what you initially wanted. But what you wanted isn't coming together, or what you wanted is not possible at this time. You have this other offer on the table, whether it's to do with love or money or work. But it's almost like it's not really what I want. Is that really what I want? You're undecided. Okay. In the outcome, you have the Justice card. You are going to have to make a decision, or it will be made for you with the Justice card energy. What I want to say with Justice is, it's for our highest good. Whatever happens, whatever decision is made, is for our highest good. This could also be a contract. This could also be, I hear commitment, so committing to something. So accepting, choosing one opportunity, choosing one offer, or accepting one offer and committing to it. So I feel like, hi, Alexandra. Yeah, Leo, I feel like you're getting a redirect. Something that you thought you wanted is not coming in, and that's your blessing in disguise, okay? It's for your highest good, because actually this other thing is a lot better for you. Whether it's you are looking at a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then there's this earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, there's a lot better for you. Or it's to do with job situations, or even looking at places to stay, anything like that. An initial approach, something you initially set your eyes on, or an approach to how to get there, something's coming to an end, okay? That's not working because you're being redirected in a different... Okay, and for others of you, it's funny that you mentioned, Miriam, court situations, because I was going to say that for some of you, you're getting a legal win. You're getting a win when it comes to the legal system, courts, judgments, that kind of thing. But it's not exactly what you wanted. So I don't know if you had your eye, Leo, on a particular amount or a particular, I don't know, okay, something to be granted to you, given back to you. You're getting something from that, from this legal win, but it's not exactly what you thought. So it's not exactly what you wanted. So I don't know if it's you get a little bit now and the rest of it later, and you thought you were going to get the whole thing in one go, or something along those lines, okay? So the message here is, it is for your highest good, even if you don't see it right away. It's for your highest good, and it's what is fair, and it's what is right in that situation. So you're going to have to keep an open mind and kind of see it through, because the initial reaction is going to be, oh, I'm not getting it. You know what I mean? But actually, it's no, you're not getting that, or you're not getting all of that right now, or you're not getting it the way you want it, or when you want it. Does that make sense? And you're actually getting this, or you're actually getting this now and this later, that kind of thing. But it is ultimately fair, okay, with the Justice card there, and it's for your highest good. Fingers crossed, Miriam. Okay, let's look at Virgo, 22, 24. What do Virgos need to know for the week ahead? What do Virgos need to know for the week ahead? The situation, the Six of Cups. The challenge, the Page of Cups. The outcome, the Ace of Pentacles. High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Mercury retrograde, people. Here we go. The Sun, the Tower, and the High Priestess. It's something you've overcome, something that crumbled in your past, Virgo, but it fell apart, okay? It got torn down. Yeah, a relationship came to an end, or a long-term commitment to do your finances came to a screeching, screaming end, okay, with the Tower there. And it took you a while. You've been on your own for a while, working on yourself, or you've kind of had to figure things out for yourself, okay? But you have been your own source of stability in your life. You've been your own source of beauty, love, and abundance in your life for quite some time, okay? And I also see, that it took you a while to get into this place of, I'm happy where I am, okay? Well, here comes the past, okay? Situation. We have water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't really matter. The point is, whatever that was that came to a screeching halt, I feel like that person or someone related to that situation is reaching out to you. The challenge. Do you want to talk? Page of Cups. Do you want to accept their apology? Do you want to forgive them? Do you want to meet up and have a conversation? Or do you want to accept their offer to reconcile? Because we have a new beginning in the outcome. So this is what is offered. Someone's offering you to try again, because it's almost like now they know what they want. And it's up to you to decide, Virgo, if you trust this person, number one, if you want to give them another chance. It looks like they mean what they say. Okay, I'm not seeing any deceptive energy here. It's like you're both ready to try this again if you choose to do this. For others of you, I do see someone who's been around you as a friend, or you view them as a friend. And they're trying to talk to you about becoming more than a friend. And again, it's up to you what you want to do with this. If you want to almost like risk the friendship, because if it doesn't work, then what if you don't have the friendship and all that kind of talk, okay? It looks very promising, I will say that. But again, it's up to you to decide. I feel like it's trust, because you've relied on yourself for so long. Now you have to, High Priestess, the number 2 card. Can you trust another person, right? Because I feel like you have in the past, and it got you in trouble. It got you hurt. When it comes to work, your own business, your career, your finances, I'm seeing there was a conversation, there was an offer made, it went away for whatever reason. You didn't expect it to go away, but it did. You had to figure other things out in the meantime. I'm seeing that conversation back on the table. Do you still want this, Virgo? Because here it is if you do. And if you're looking for jobs or anything like that, okay, I feel like your friends, your family, people you've worked with in the past, reach out to them. The challenge is asking for help, okay, and networking, like putting yourself out there. But you'll find a really good job as a result of that, okay? So hopefully that makes sense and that helps you. Either way, it looks really good. It's down to you to decide what you want to do. You know what I mean? Okay, let's look at... I did Virgo. Did I do Leo? I did Leo. Okay. Who's next? Libra. You get so wrapped up in the reading, you kind of forget where you are for a second. 2720 for Libra. Okay. What's going on for Libra in the week ahead? Show me Libra in the week ahead. What do they need to know for their highest good? Situation. Queen of Swords. The challenge, the 5 of Wands. The outcome, the Devil. Bottom of the deck, the 10 of Cups. So there's for some of you, this is looking at, should I break up with this person? Should I get a divorce? I have to be honest. That's what I see. It's either way, it's a long-term commitment. It's something you've invested in, something you took time to build, to develop. You saw it as your happily ever after, whether it's with your money or your relationships or whatever. And in the current situation, the Queen of Swords is someone who's been hurt. Someone has hurt you, Libra. The Fool. Someone take off. Did someone take off? Someone ghosted you, or... yeah, there's something along those lines. Temperance. 2 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like someone... the feeling that I'm getting is you thought you were on the same page with someone, and here they come out of the blue and they tell you, well, no, actually, I don't want this. You know, they may have told you they wanted exactly this at some point or another, or maybe they didn't, but it was understood that that's what you both wanted. That's what you were both building towards. And then it comes down to crunch time and they're like, no, I don't want this. Because this is change, conflict, tension, arguments. Maybe there's more people involved, or someone listening to too many people and they can't make up their own minds. Or this could be someone where you're recently single and the challenge is, how do I get myself back out there? Because it's just a world for creeps. I have to be honest with the Devil card here, right? You're looking at it as there's just a lot of weirdos out there. I don't want to be single, but it is what it is. So I have to get back out there. How do I do that? How do I sort the good ones from the bad ones? You know what I mean? For others of you, I feel like that fear of getting back out there, whether it's the fear of dating or the fear of getting back into the process of looking for jobs and applying and getting rejected and going for interviews and all that kind of stuff, I feel like that is something that, for the time being, keeps you stuck in a situation where you feel like you've gone as far as you can with it, but because you're afraid of starting over in a different direction, you'd rather stay there for the time being. Remember, we're just looking at a week ahead. Okay. So yeah, that's what I see, Libra. You're going to have to figure out what you want to do, because I feel like you've come to a point where you're being complacent because you're afraid to start over. You choose to stay there, so it's not like you're stuck there and you feel like you can't help it. It's like, no, I choose to stay here because I'm afraid of what else is out there. But I feel like you're taking your time. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands under that. Yeah, look, Four of Cups. You've been unhappy in this situation, whether it's a marriage or a work commitment or whatever. You've been unhappy for quite some time. And you've been going back and forth, back and forth. Do I leave or do I stay? Do I leave? Do I stay? And you kept saying, you kept staying. I feel like, again, you're choosing to stay for fear of what else is out there. But you're trying to also come up with a plan, or that's your advice. Okay, you want to stay, that's fine. At least, I don't know, entertain a plan. If I were to do this, how would I do this? How would I begin? What would be my plan? What are my prospects? You know what I mean? How would I approach this and that and the other? But Libra, for the time being, I'm seeing you choosing to stay in a situation. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. Choosing to stay in a situation for fear of starting over or starting something else in a different direction. And your advice is that's okay, but at least entertain your possibilities. At least entertain, something that would be a plan on how you would approach starting something else. And kind of build your way towards that. Okay, looking at 32, 34. Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpios in the week ahead? What's going on for Scorpios in the week ahead? We have the Strength card, the Hierophant, the Three Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Six of Pentacles. Scorpio, I feel like you are going against the grain. You're breaking free. Yeah, Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the Fool. You are breaking free and walking your own path. I feel that this is the challenge of the Hierophant, okay? The challenge is doing things as you're expected to, following tradition, following someone else's rules, following the rules of society, following the rules of your culture, of your family, you know what I mean? And the situation is, you don't want to do that. You haven't wanted to do that, okay, for some time, because we have the Fool here. And under the Fool, we have the Empress. You have been meaning to venture off on your own, but I feel like you were stuck because of commitments. Like, for example, I don't know, as long as you do what the family expects you to do, they support you, they give you a place to stay, I don't know, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. As long as you follow someone else's rules, they support you with stuff, or maybe they've lent you money, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, I can't leave until I pay that back because I don't have any strings to them type situation, okay? It's a feeling where you feel like I owe them, I can't leave right now. Or maybe that's what they were telling you. And it looks like you're in a position, finally, Scorpio, to take charge with the Strength card, speak your truth, and take action to separate yourself, to distance yourself. Whether it's again, a commitment made to family, tradition, a marriage you're in that the family arranged or approved of, and you're not happy there, but you've been staying there because your family likes the person, or you know what I mean, or your family kept telling you, we don't believe in divorce, or whatever the case may be, right? Or if it's a big company and this boss took you under their wing and whatever, but they don't allow you to actually be yourself. It's like, I took you under my wing, so you owe me. And it looks like you're finally in a place to break free from that. And the outcome with the Three of Swords, I'm not seeing this as you being heartbroken. I'm seeing this as disappointment that this other person, party, or situation is not supporting you in being happy, right? It is sad when you have to fight for the opportunity for you to just be who you are, or you have to convince loved ones for them to want to be happy for you. Does that make sense? It is disappointment, but it's life, and it is what it is. And you've come to the conclusion that, you know what, I feel like I've paid my dues and it's time to break free. I don't care what they say anymore. This is where you put distance between you and another person. You walk away from a person or a group of people that you have been bound to by a sense of duty, or any sort of honor or a debt, moral debt or financial debt, whatever the case may be. You are in a position to walk away from that, to say, okay, I've paid my dues, I've paid my debt, I've given you enough time, I've given you enough of my resources, enough to cover whatever it may have been that I owed you, whether you thought I did or society told me I did or whatever. And now I'm walking away, and you're walking your own path, whatever that may be. Okay? But I feel like you'll be a lot happier, I have to say, Scorpio. And you'll have confirmation that you're doing the right thing. As soon as you open your mouth to say the words, you'll feel so much better. Once you just say the words. Okay. Let's look at Sagittarius. 3704. Sagittarius. What's going on for Sagittarius in the week ahead? What's going on for Sagittarius in the week ahead? There we go. Hangman. The Knight of Swords. And the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, the Seven of Swords. What's going on, Sagittarius? Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. You're stuck waiting for someone else to make a decision, potentially an air sign. You're stuck. Okay, Hangman. Waiting for someone to make up their mind. Seven of Pentacles. And they're dragging their feet or avoiding having to make a choice. Challenge, Knight of Swords. You're going to have to push them, or you expect a conflict with this person if you try to push them. Or this is how they react, right? Whenever you try to put any sort of amount of pressure on them, they just blow up and there's no talking to them. In the outcome, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess tells you that you already know what the outcome of the situation is. Okay, quite frankly, you already know. I feel like you're trying to give someone the benefit of the doubt. You're trying to give them time to make up their mind and to speak their truth and all that. But you're dealing with someone who's going to try to avoid doing that at all cost. And as soon as you try to talk to them about it, they'll blow up in your face. And then hit repeat. Okay, whether this is a relationship where the other person is not fulfilling their obligations or promises, or just not doing their part, pretty much. But as soon as you try to talk to them about it, they blow up in your face and make you feel bad. They play the victim or whatever, so that nothing changes, right? You keep doing what you're doing, Sagittarius. You keep carrying the load for both of us. As soon as you try to talk to me about it, I'm going to blow up in your face, make you feel bad you ever said anything. Then we can just go back to how it was, okay? That's the energy that I'm seeing here. Whether that is with a romantic relationship, with a friendship, or anything like that, okay? Could even be in a work situation where you're waiting for the boss. Yeah, here it is. waiting for the boss to give you what they promised. 6 of Pentacles, whether that is, that raise or that promotion or that other job, get you that interview or whatever the case may be. This person is dragging their feet intentionally. Okay, and I see air sign energy here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're dragging their feet intentionally. And as soon as you try to, not even force them to do anything, but just talk to them about it. Hey, what's going on with this? They blow up in your face. They make you feel bad for saying anything. They make you feel like you owe them something, I don't know. So that it just goes back to how it was and you can stay there. You can stay stuck there, okay, because it works for them. And the outcome here with the High Priestess tells you that you already know this. You know the games. You know what they're doing. You know the manipulation. And even though you're trying to give this person the benefit of the doubt, they're not going to change. They're going to try to get away with this for as long as they can for the rest of their lives if they could. Okay? So you have a decision to make there, Sagittarius, of what you want to do. Because you already know. Whatever you feel like you're waiting for this person to say or do or figure out, you already know what it is. Okay? And you know that they're going to try to get away with their manipulation for as long as they can. Okay, and so that leaves you with, okay, so what do you want to do about that? Because that's not going to change. That's just going to be a constant. It's not going to change. Okay, looking at Capricorn, 41, 20, Capricorn. What's going on for Capricorn in the week ahead? Capricorn in the week ahead. Like you're changing your mind about something. Let's see. Page of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands in the at the bottom. Yeah, changing your mind about something. Judgment. Judgment energy at the bottom of the deck. Something that you thought was over. Yeah, Four of Cups. Might have been an on again, off again thing. You thought it was over. But here it is. Can we talk? Let's talk. How you doing? How's life? Can I help you with anything? This is how I feel about you. The challenge, Knight of Pentacles. I get rebuilding something is a challenge here. And also timing. I don't know if this is coming in at the wrong time or what you perceive to be the wrong time. Or it could be a conversation around, okay, if we're going to do this, let's talk about expectations, mine, yours. Let's talk about our goals. And it's also saying, let's just slow things down, right? Let's just slow things down. Let's not put too much pressure on it. Just let it be. And then we'll see where it goes. In the outcome, we do have the Queen of Wands, and this is very passionate energy, fiery energy. There's still a lot of attraction here. There's still a lot of chemistry here. This is, going out. It's carefree. It's having fun. It's doing things together that you both enjoy, that make you laugh. I'm almost getting a feeling, which is not something that you usually get, I suppose, with the Queen of Wands, but I'm getting a feeling of like kind of falling back in love with each other, if that's what the situation is, by just doing things that are fun, carefree, you both enjoy, they make you laugh. And I feel like that's a good start. So reconciliation is possible here. It's very important to be honest. And like I say, don't take it too seriously. I mean, it's a serious thing, but don't take it too seriously. Because if you take it too seriously, like if it's something that just comes back around and you start talking about, okay, how are we going to do this? We're here. Then we need to get there. And then at some point we have to move in together. And then at some point we have to get married. And at some point we have to talk about kids. That's just going to kill it. Okay. Right there. The advice here is just talk, get to know each other again, and do things together that are fun, that you both enjoy, be in the moment, and let it be what it is. Okay. Is the message here, because there is a lot of potential here. Okay. There's a lot of potential. So whether you're initiating this conversation or this is something that's coming to you, because I feel like for some of you, you've already given up on this. You don't even see it as an option, and it comes to you. Maybe before you were the one chasing and waiting, and then just gave up. And now, as it happens, right, the person you were chasing is now chasing you, or whatever the situation is. If this is to do with your career, with your work, your business, your studies, whatever it is, okay, because I'm reading the energies and then I'm trying to give examples on how it may play out. There is an offer on the table, something that you talked about before, something you wanted before, something you interviewed for before, and it just didn't go anywhere. It might have been something you tried to do or to get several times, and it just didn't go anywhere. Here it is, okay? Then the challenge becomes, okay, sit down and put it on paper, talk about expectations. When it comes to your money, yes, talk about your expectations, talk about your forecasts, talk about what you want and what you deserve, and put it down on paper, okay? But in the outcome with the Queen of Wands, this tells you that whatever the situation is, this company or this group of people or whatever this is, they're very interested in you. They really, really want you for this role, for this job, for this project, whatever this is, okay? So go into your negotiations accordingly, okay? But it's good. It's very, very positive. I'm also seeing for some of you pregnancy, especially if you've had a miscarriage. I'm seeing pregnancy happening. So congrats. Or if you've been trying for a long time. Okay. Then we have Aquarius, 4631. What's going on for Aquarius in the week ahead? Aquarius in the week ahead. You're waiting for something, or you want to slow things down. You need more time. Okay. What's going on for Aquarius in the week ahead? The Fool, Four of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, you need more time to figure out what you want to do. Judgment at the bottom of the deck. There's a decision you have to make. Yeah, Four of Cups, the Moon, the Seven of Cups, and you're so confused. You are so confused. Seven of Swords, King of Swords, your energy. You've been trying to avoid having to make... Is this... Are you... Who were we talking about saying there's an air sign dragging their feet? Where was that? Was that Sagittarius reading? Are you that person? You've been dragging your feet about something, Aquarius. Not wanting to make a decision. Why? Because you're confused. You're just confused. And it's too much, and it may be to do in the realm of emotion, and that overwhelms you. Yeah, you have to make a decision. Justice and the Moon. You're just too confused. Okay? And you feel like you need more time. Because you see this is a big deal. It could be starting a relationship or taking it to the next level, moving in together, proposing. It's a new beginning it's something where you haven't been here before, okay? So you don't know what to expect, hence all the confusion. The challenge for Pentacles, if you want to hold on to, you want things to stay the way they are for a little while longer until you can figure out what you want to do next. It's a challenge because things are not going to stay the same unless you make... Well, they're not going to stay the same either way, right? If you make the decision, they're going to become something else. If you don't make the decision, I feel like whoever you're dealing with is going to turn their back and walk away. And that's why you're feeling the pressure. In the outcome, we have the Two of Wands. Choices, choices, choices. What are you deciding? Nine of Cups. You're saying yes to something. So it looks like whatever it is that you've been dragging your feet with and afraid to make a decision, I'm going to say it, afraid to make a decision because you feel like you don't have enough information, but it's because whether it's with your job or your career or a place to stay, whatever this is, okay, what is on offer, what is on the table, what the conversation is about. You've never been here before. You don't know what this is. You don't know what it can bring you. You don't know how you're going to be in this situation. You've never been this before or been here before. And that's why you're so confused. You have been dragging your feet, trying to avoid making this decision because it's a big decision as far as you're concerned. Very confused about it. you feel like I need more information, I'm afraid to do one thing or another. I want things to stay the same for a while longer until I can figure it out. But the message is you're never going to figure it out because you're trying to imagine it, but you don't have enough information to imagine it. Does that make sense? You don't have enough information to envision what it is because you haven't been there before. Does that make sense? The only way you're going to know what it is by jumping into it and seeing what it is, okay? And I feel like in the end, that's what you're doing towards the end of the week, maybe. You're making that decision. You're making that commitment, okay, in whatever capacity it is. Okay, so Aquarius, you're just going to have to take the bull by the horns, follow your instinct, not your fear. You're going to have to differentiate your intuition from your fear, okay? Because your intuition is telling you to go for it, but you're trying to, you're trying to work it out and run scenarios in your head. If I do this, maybe that happens. If I do this, maybe that happens. But you're working with your own imagination. There's no fact there because you don't have knowledge about that because you haven't been there. I'm going to stop because I'm repeating myself. Okay? So the only way to figure out what it is and if you like it is just by jumping in and seeing what it is and if you like it. Okay? And I do feel like you're doing that, so good for you. Okay? Because I feel like you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. And you know you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. Okay? And Pisces, 5110. 5110. There we go. Pisces in the week ahead. What do Pisces need to know? I feel like we've already gotten a glimpse about this. We have the Star. You've seen this coming. Page of Cups conversation. I'm going to put it back, see if it pops back out in any form. Something's coming in that you... Hi, Julie Day. Something's coming in that you have already gotten a glimpse about. Whether it's through your intuition, through your dreams, or it's something you've dealt with previously, that's coming back around. So let's see, Pisces in the week ahead. What do Pisces need to know in the week ahead? 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords, Ace of Wands. What in the world? Page of Pentacles, Chariot, 4 Cups. Yeah. And the Knight of Cups. We don't have the page, we have the Knight. 9 of Swords. Jesus. 4 of Swords. Page of Swords. A lot of swords. So you're either dealing with an air sign or you're dealing with someone who's just in their head. Or you are, okay? About making an offer. Here's the situation. There was an ending. Ugly ending. Thanks, Julie. You too. Ugly ending, Pisces. Painful. Like painful. Challenge. 7 of Swords. You've been trying to run away from this, or someone's been trying to run away from this, but it's not going anywhere, pretty much. And in the outcome, there's an action that needs to be taken. I feel like some of you are dealing with a Cancer because they had a similar message. There has been time, distance, no communication with the 4 of Swords. However, there has been healing on both parties, both sides. And there's an offer coming after this difficult ending and after this time of no communication. Yeah. Oh, we have Chariot here. Maybe that's why I said Cancer. But someone's coming in. Okay, someone's coming in, and I feel like the challenge is, or this is you, or you have to face someone, or you have to open up and be honest about something. The challenge is someone has been avoiding taking charge of a situation and telling you what they want or how they feel or what they want to do, offer you or whatever. But it looks like it's finally coming in. Okay, because we have the Ace of Wands, action being taken. There's an offer on the table to try something again with the 4 of Cups. Okay, for a do-over, let's try again. Why? Because both of you have been stuck. We have 2 4s here. Both of you have been stuck. If not necessarily stuck, it's like you keep coming back to each other in your minds or in your hearts or whatever the situation is. And I feel like someone is finally accepting, seeing the full moon there, see, finally accepting that a conversation needs to be had. 6 of Swords, 2 of Cups. Yeah. And the Ace of Swords under that. Someone's been holding back. This could be you. This could be someone else. And in their head, looking you up on social media, trying to figure out what you're doing, trying to avoid having to be brave and open up. But it looks like they can't do that any longer. It's too much for them with the Nine of Swords. They're actually staying up at night thinking about this. They can't sleep. They can't sleep. They can't eat. And it's like, okay, enough's enough. I have to talk to Pisces. Okay, and here they come. Definitely getting love life kind of energy here. But if it's not love life, if it's to do with work, you've been out of a job or you've been looking for a better job because you're in a crappy situation. Hi, One Divine Tarot, you too. Hope you're doing well. There's an offer with the Page of Pentacles, and the message here with the Seven of Swords and the Chariot, this is telling you, go for it. Just make sure you're covering everything, right? Mercury retrograde. Have all the conversations you need to have. Don't be afraid to speak up by expectations. Don't be afraid to ask the questions, okay, hours, salary, expectations, job description. Cross all the T's and dot all the I's, okay, is pretty much what that is. But then this tells you that you will finally get unstuck because you've been either searching for a long time and miserable, or in a situation where you didn't want to be and miserable. And here's your new beginning, okay? Much better job opportunity, much better situation. Just be brave. Be brave, Pisces, okay? So, there we go. That is our week ahead. I'm glad I got to do this because I haven't done this in a while. And thank you all for joining me. Thank you for watching, for liking, for saying hi. I'll leave it there. I still have more readings I want to do. I'll be doing probably starting Monday, I think. October monthlies. I'll do more this weekend. I'll figure out what else I want to do because I want to do more. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Thanks everyone. Have a wonderful week ahead. Make the most of it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.